I got 5 on it. Grab your 40, let's get key. I got 5 on it.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. You joined me at the Flowing Spring. We're back for the usual nearest start of the month classic car and bike breakfast meet. And I'm down here a little later today. I was working last night, and you know, some mornings you just wake up and don't feel like rushing around, so I took my time getting ready, waking up and that. But we're down there, so we're not going to spend as much time as we usually do at the entrance / exit. And but there's already some nice cars down in the car park, so we'll be here for a little bit, see what turns up, and then of course we'll check out and show you guys what we got in the car park. Alright, we got our first arrival on camera. Nice blue Yamaha Phaser. Ooh, got a Lotus Evora rolled in. Oh, we got the MGB GT rolling in with the YZF with the Rough Riders sticker on it. Got a couple bikes rolling in. There's the L200 there. Just asking what's going on. Ben, I'm guessing their name is, judging by the plate. Looks like we have a new potential customer. Plus, you know, when you say classic cars and bikes and Bacon's Harneys, you know, it's pretty valid reason to want to pop in and give it a look, to be fair, isn't it? Whoa, is that an old Morris rolling in? Look at that. The old classic British green. Look at this, we got the XR2i Fiesta rolling in. So we got a Royal Enfield rolling in. I think we got another one just behind. Oh, we got the Mini rolling out. So we got look at the size of that engine on the Honda. Got the Mini. Snap a shot. Snap a shot. I bet that thing's fun on the back roads. Speaking of fun cars on the back roads, we got a Caterham rolling out. Super Sport. Oh, that definitely has ITBs. That sounded nice. Alright, I told you we wouldn't be at the entrance for too long today, so let's head on in there, as it looks like some people are starting to duck out early, and see what else we got in there. The Americana is definitely the theme of this year. Of course, you gotta have the magazines and booklets. I've already got enough at home, thanks. Oh, look at that, you got the B&M shifter in there. Hello, hello. Look at that bed. Let's see. A lot of estate cars you could just about fit a bicycle in the back of. That's no problem. But if you think that that's big, look at the size of the F-150 XLT, man. This thing is huge. Right, here we go, look. Here's a more typical size car for the UK. And that's in frame, then you just about get the bed in frame. American trucks are just absolutely insane, and this is not even a full-size truck. I don't think they class this one as. If you know, then you know. But mainly, I know this more for the roof of an orange 69 Charger, and I like how the bolts there are also the plate lights. That's a cool touch. Look at the exhaust. Look at this beautiful orange Beetle rolling out. The Porsche style wheels. It's got all the louvers. All the chrome work polished up, looking good. It's got the hella halogen rear fog light. It's definitely a very healthy sounding flat fork. Here is the old XR2i. Common problem with the Fords, the jacking point covers blow off on the motorway. This one's only lost one though. Oh, on this side. What do we have here? Ah, looks like Triumph rolling out. it's just opposite the XR2Y. You have the predecessor. It's older brother, older sister, if you will. The Mark II XR2. You can't beat just the white with the red. There's something about, look at that simple colorway and just these boxy cars of the era. They still look as timeless today. Wow, what a clean engine, man. Now, of course, all you Ford experts will be able to see the subtle changes and know what's been done. But ultimately, it's mostly original. So just hearing a little bit about that Fiesta, it is technically a factory optional extra turbo kit. And it's effectively like, you know, the kit Ford purchased to build the RS Turbo Escorts and then RS Turbo Fiestas further on. So that's pretty sick, to be fair. That's what I never knew that. Of course, we got a cherry red MGA 1600 Mark II with the red piping to match. I mean, it's just something about the MGAs. Just have such beautiful curvature to them. We got a Jag F-Type S coupe rolling in. The F-Type will go down as the last good-looking Jag, I believe. As we go to an older British coupe, this one a bit more wedge shape. We've got this Lotus XL. I haven't seen this one down here before. Nice silver. I like I'm pretty sure there are more modern Lotus wheels on there. The old wooden shift knob. I love how they do the H pattern readout. It looks like a coin. Of course, you've got the old school Lotus badge on there. And oh, look, B10 EXC. Of course, EXC short for XL. That's a pretty cool plate to have on this car. And then we have this ANC Replica 460 Special. Is it a Ford engine or is it an MX-5 engine? I'm not sure, but either way, this thing probably doesn't weigh a whole lot, so it's stupid quick and stupid fun. I love the pull ball shift knob, that's pretty cool. Simple dash, all the switches there. To be fair, this car's built for a purpose, to look like a $2 million plus vintage race car without having the same price tag, but still having the same amount of fun. There you go, look at some of that lightweightness. That is the tube frame chassis right there. The door, there isn't much of a door. You got effectively chassis in the way, and there's not really much in the way of seats either. And we've got the vibrant MGB GT back once again. So this is classic British sports car philosophy. And then we have the modern British sports car philosophy. Here is the Lotus Evora. Loving the interior on this. The black leather with the red piping and the red stitching. It's a beautiful color combo. And although you can't see it, these probably one of the most reliable mid-engine cars you can buy because it has a Toyota V6. Now, say what you want, but Toyota know how to make a reliable engine. And when you put quite a punchy, well-built V6 into a lightweight mid-engined set up to handle chassis, they are actually quite fun. Well, if you want a piece or a taste of Americana automotive goodness yourself, then there is a Jeep Grand Cherokee here for sale. British Racing Green MGB GT with the big soft top sunroof. But not only that, and obviously the red interior to complement the BRG. It's got V8 swap. Most likely a Rover V8 swap. Who knows? It has the aftermarket valve covers, which don't have the manufacturer placking on it. But look at the heat map. Exhaust manifold. This does look very nice. And the interior looks very clean. Oh, I love that. It's got the screen on the dash there. And I love how it has the MG plaque on there as well. Don't know if that came on this car originally, but still a nice touch. You got the enamel, Union J's, got Brembo brakes hiding behind the wire spoke wheels. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't expect to see Brembo brakes put onto an MGB, but they are good brakes. And to be fair, a Yamaha Aerox 50cc moped comes stock with Yamaha Brembo calipers. come on. Lightweight British sports car with a torquey romping V8 under the hood. You can't go wrong. Got a nice little red NC MX-5 here. Now, not a lot of people like the NC. Now, the earlier ones didn't look that great, but when they did the facelift on the front ends and gave it a bit more aggression, I definitely think they look cooler. But still, it's an MX-5. Like, how can you not just enjoy it anyway? The Fiesta fired up here. Listen to just how nice and smooth it is. Listen how smooth that idle is. This is definitely a very well looked after, very well maintained, and a very, very well equipped car as well, to be fair. Just love seeing old school cars with either period correct mods or even, you know, OEM plus factory options like this that are still mint and maintained in the engine bay. Oh, listen to it. Purring like a kitten. That does sound very, very healthy. And the twin rear fogs. Beautiful example. Here we got the MG ZT V8. And the V8 wasn't good enough. We got a Kenny Bell supercharger slapped on the top of it. I mean, come on. It still looks like an old man granddad sedan because it's based on a Rover. But then you got a Kenny Bell supercharged V8 under the hood, ready to gap anyone who tries it. And let's face it, the only people that are going to try and race something like this are small naturally aspirated 4-cylinders, mainly made by Volkswagen or Vauxhall. Got the beautiful rolls out here, and we got the top laid down this time. Look at that old interior. We also got the hood pop. Look at the size of the headlight. I never realized how big the light bezels were. We got the hood popped as well, and look at that old British engine. Still running. Looks a little oily, but hey, if it's weeping, then it means it's got oil. Got the Triumph Stag here. This is the regular one, I believe. Do like a Triumph Stag, to be fair. It is just one of those when you put a list of top 10 iconic classic British sports cars, this always comes up. Catch you later. Scott rolling off in this old school Vauxhall that's been caged and stripped and built to take on the track. Of course, we got a slight traffic flow issue, but there we go. So we got pre-facelift NCMX5 rolling in. Now you can see what I was on about with the front end. One has Sparko wheels on it. Just caught it. That was cool. You may remember in the earlier Jack Meat videos that track spec Peugeot 206. Yeah, that was his. Now I guess he's gone with an old school Vauxhall to start attacking the track with us. It looks like the Jeep Cherokee has managed to turn itself around in the overflow and is rolling out now. There it is, guys. Make sure you pause and call that number if you want a taste of Americana for yourself and cop yourself a Jeep Wrangler. Wrangler? It's not a Wrangler, it's better than a Wrangler. It's a Grand Cherokee. Man, I love seeing little old cars like this. Reminds me of the cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid, Broom. Well, it's not really a cartoon, it was a kid show, but if you know, you know, the old Austin 7 with the old crank handle starter on the front. I hope they've upgraded and put an electric starter on that because it ain't tough to deal with that, especially in the middle of traffic because you've stalled it. It's nice Morgan Plus 4 here. Look at that green. This is the newer one, isn't it? With the Mercedes BMW drivetrain. It is Plus 4 Roadster. Series 1 E-Type Coupe in the red with the full soft top sunroof. Wow, this is definitely a beautiful example. The 4.2 straight 6. And we've got the NC. Yeah, we saw rolling in. Here's a closer look at the Sparko wheels. Quite a nice looking set of wheels, to be fair. They do know how to make decent wheels. Of course, Sparko more known for their racing seats, steering wheels, and harnesses. Here is the F-Type. let's just take a second to take it in, because this is the last truly good Jag. One, it has an internal combustion engine, and two, look at the styling. Honestly, it is a good looking car. I've got F56 JCW tucked away in the corner here. Of course, the JCW is kind of like the middle ground between the S and the GP. Still pretty good hot hatches there, the old minis. We've got the little Austin 7 rolling out. Look how tiny the exhaust tip is. It's not even a tip, it is just the exhaust. As I think the Lotus is just relocating. Yeah. Oh, listen to that E-Type. Whoa, listen to that V8. What do you prefer in the comments below? 6 cylinders or 8 cylinders? Now personally, depends on the application, but they both can have an almighty roar if you let them. I don't know, I think it's a Series 2 coupe, or it could be a US import. I think the Lotus XL is now leaving. Alright. Make sure I keep out of the way for any cars leaving behind me. There goes that E-Type as we spin it around for the XL. Dude, I am loving the newer, I think they're Elise wheels. And it could be Exige wheels, who knows? There goes the XL. Oh yeah, he's got his racing goggles on. See what I mean? See how that thing just nipped out of there? It's got to weigh nothing. Here we got Stanley, the Morris Minor 1000 Traveller. For those of you that are new and don't know the story of this, the current driver of it is just the custodian, because this was his dad's car and it is still in his dad's name effectively. It's a beautiful story and connection with this car, and that's what cars are all about. You don't need to have the most expensive and most flash. You just need to have a pure passion and pure love for what you got. As we got a duo of Porsches here about to fire up and leave. We got the Boxster S, and we got effectively the hardtop version, the Cayman. I do like the red on the Cayman. It is very pop, but there's older Porsche fogged up tail lights. Common issue. Hey, check this out. The Stanley's dash are 3 mini Stanleys in varying sizes. Alright, now we've got the Cayman rolling out, which Clarkson originally called a Cockster. Is that a modified exhaust on that Nissan note? I think it was. But fun fact, the newer Cayman, especially when they did the GT4 and GT4 RS, has been crowned the better handling Porsche chassis. The Boxster S joining the Cayman on a nice drive. Yeah, it was a Morris, old Morris Oxford 1500. Fun fact about these, the rights for these to be built was bought by an Indian company, Hindustan, and they continued to make them, and it become their beloved and well-known taxi. They are very well-known Hindustan ambassador. There's a bit of a jumble of words pronouncing that. We got that beautiful blue Stag rolling out with a smile on a man's face. V8 rumbles. Now that tells you all you need to know. Man, they're simple creatures. We're just like a nice feeling motor and a vehicle we enjoy driving or riding. And of course, we've got a massive line of bikes. Here is the Yamaha YZF that we saw rolling with the Rough Riders sticker down there. It might be a Rough Riders edition, actually. I'm not entirely sure. Here we got the Ferrari of motorcycles, the Caddy 1299 Panigale R final edition. Jeez, I bet that cost a bag. Got the Norton Commando 750. Got the Suzuki GSX 1400, looking very nice. Liking the wheels, the white with the blue accenting on there. And we have a Jawa 2-stroke that rolled in. I love the old school style helmet. Of course, Julia parked up looking as pretty as she can be. Here is the Phaser and that beautiful factory Yamaha blue. As much as I love the blue, I love light blue more. And well, WR125 frames only come in two colors, black or Yamaha blue, so I wanted mine to be different. We got the Triumph Bonneville T100, we got the Suzuki GSX S here. Look how short that rear end looks. And wow, look at this old Norman. Wow, this is what my dad would call a pedal and pop. I love that. It's got a little basket on the back. This is like proper old school little country village, run to the farm shop type motoring right here. All right, that's warming up to go. We'll capture these just over here real quick. Two Royal Enfields, and we got the Honda CBX Super Sport, and then we got the Harley Davidson Trike. As it looks like, oh, we got the Vibrant MGB rolling out. There's the MGB, and there is that little two-stroke. Look, pedaling up the hill. That thing sounds so funny. Alright, we've got the MG over there. As it sounds like we've got another car coming behind. But the MGA. There goes the little pedal and pop. Bad filming skills by me there. And there goes the MGA. So it's like we got Stanley the Morris rolling out. I know, it is just a good looking old school woody wagon, to be fair. The wood looks good, and it's just something about that pale blue. Alright, so these Royal Enfields, they are HNTR 350s.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, I believe they are brand new models, if I remember correctly from the plates. Yeah, 25 and a 73, so yeah, they are relatively new models. Let's look at the size of the engine on this Honda, man. Such a big lump to have in a bike frame. Alright, so we got the Triumph Bonneville rolling out. We've got the GSXS 1000. Oh, got the rumbling V8 of the big old C10, the Super 10. I could smell about half a gallon just wasted on a cold start. Well, not so much of a cold start. Oh no, my phone got too hot there. We had pure V8 rumble and a little bit of loss of traction. Damn it. It is a hot day, to be fair. There goes the Morris Ox. Just checks over the footage, and of course the clip cut just as he hits just before he hits the throttle and leaves, but we didn't miss the V8 in that MGB, and that definitely sounds quick. I've got the Rough Rider rolling out. It's got the monster levers on, matching the helmet. We've got the XR2i rolling out now. First of the classic Fiestas. Choosing to take the less severe slope. Oh, as it looks like we got the JCW rolling out. And oh, we got Toyota rolling. The JCW is off, and the Fiesta is off. Got the Morgan Plus 4 rolling out. Oh, it says Mog on the number plate. Nice. Obviously, you can't fit Morg on there. We've got the Blue NC rolling out, being followed by the GSX 1000. No, sorry, 1400. Hey, little squirrel action from the tail end. The MX-5, and of course the biker being cautious with that damn gradient there. It doesn't look so bad here on camera, but trust me, it is quite tricky for a bike to come to a stop there. That's a shame. I'm always busy filming and making sure to try and capture everyone leaving, or at least all the vehicles you guys would want to see as well. But this is one unique, beautiful thing about this place. When you get here and it's packed and you go and get your drink, you walk out, It's the full car park of mostly classics, but with some cool modern cars sprinkled in as well. And then my little Asbo machine sat right there. And join me here in the shade trying some Hookie cider. Not bad actually. It's not like your sweeter, more appley inches. It's just a good middle ground between the more bitter Strongbow and an inches. I feel it's quite nice. We got the Yamaha Phaser rolling out now. The F-Type rolling out. Just a tiny scrape at the very bottom of the lip / under tray, the front bumper coming out the overflow. It is a bit savage, that bump. That's why I really will never try attempt to get the Civic in there, because it definitely won't get back out without trying to rip the exhaust off. I may not rip off, but it will try. So the Harley trike rolling out. Love how the helmet matches. Here we got Lotus Evora rolling out. Now, remember I told you it's a Toyota Camry V6 in these things? They definitely make sure it doesn't sound like a Toyota. Here is the Mark II XR2i with the Turbo Technics turbo kit, which is an optional extra for your car to get sent off from Ford and have fitted. Pretty sick. Oh, looks like we got the Jawa rolling out. Here we got the two Royal Enfields. So it looks like we got the 25 plate leading the 23 plate. I like how they're both almost similar, other than obviously the number plates. And one has some bright yellowy, highlighter green details, and the other one has red. That's it. Nicely done. So we got BMW 6 Series rolling out. Oh, it's the 645 Ci, so it's a V8. Beamer goes with the Volkswagen Tiguan, like what's going on? And then I wonder if we're gonna get some wine from that Kenny Bell supercharger. Got that the caddy rolling out. This thing's gonna sound mean. Just look at that exhaust system. The Akrapovic system. I know a lot of people pronounce it Akrapovic, but the correct pronunciation is Akrapovic. But of course, the good stuff always gets interrupted by traffic. The pop on the shift, he's obviously got a quick shifter. So just real quick, for those who don't know what a quick shifter is, effectively it's a system in the bike that allows you to shift without using the clutch. And as soon as it effectively sees movement in the gear lever, it cuts throttle and fuel time, and creating that pop on the shift, so then you can just be bang, bang, bang through the gears, keeping in the power, man. But I think that is gonna be it for today, guys. Got the Rolls still here. That's the only classic car still here. We've got the old CBX. The Commando and Judy are still here. Honestly, I'm getting quite hot. I need to go home, chill in the shade, and of course edit this video up to get it out for you guys this lovely Sunday afternoon. So of course, links in the description of my socials so you can see the pictures of the vehicles that were here today. And of course, links to Flowing Spring down below as well. So of course, you know when their next car meet is on, whether it be another American theme meet or next month's classic car and bike breakfast meet. And then of course, links to the man Jonny K. Make sure you are streaming White Chocolate on Spotify or Apple Music, giving me incentive to release some more originals. Of course, links to DBD Autos as well, the man that helped me build this beauty in my backyard. If you need any work doing on your car, bike, van, or even moped, and you live in the Redden and Berkshire area, smaller jobs, you can do mobile. Bigger jobs, you will have to go to him. But it is fairly priced, and it's a lot better than if you went to a dealer or a garage. And of course, I know she wasn't here today, but she has work this afternoon, so Ree decided to take the line. Links for her socials, Car MEDNESS, will be down below as well, where she usually will be live streaming when she comes down to events like this and Reading Jap Meet. But that is going to be it until either Reading Jap Meet, or if you follow the Car MEDNESS and my TikTok pages, then you may see what's been going on with Kiko, her 99 MB Civic lately. So whether that's the next video up, because we've actually got quite a bit of footage on it that can maybe just go in its own little video, or the Jet Meet video, not sure yet. We'll see how that lays out, but either way, you enjoy the rest of your sunny Sunday afternoon and evening, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.